Sports Talk 1080, the Team Orlando's Tuck and O'Neill. With Mike Tuck, I'm Jerry O'Neill. We're closing in on the end of the year. Hard to believe when you have the kind of weather we do down here in Orlando that the calendar reminds us we're just a couple days away from winter. End of the calendar year.
Winter? Yeah, we're a long way away from winter down here.
No, we're really not.
It hasn't felt like winter at all.
This I know is the year's coming to a close, and it usually reminds us to look back at some of the most treasured moments in the world of sports.
Yeah, and I love doing this. You take vacation, so you're not going to be around. So
thank you, God.
So you get to chime in on some of your favorite moments, and we'll keep. At least I'm going to keep it happy. I don't know how you feel about it. Go ahead, you start.
No, it was a long year because as you note, I got my Aunt Betty's genes, so I'm prone to have a tear when I look back, even at some of the most important moments, and yet. It's a sad year for me. I mean, I traveled with UCF. UCF football went 0-12. George O'Leary stepped down. If I had an hour and a couple of beers, we'd sit and talk about some of those memories that I'll never, forget, and sometimes forgive. But that one stands out. But, as much as you look at the top sports stories, I mean, one that got us going in January with Deflategate rolling, but we got to a Super Bowl, and a kid named Malcolm Butler steals the show. I mean, that's one of the highlights. For me, I look back at American Pharoah. American Pharoah, you were born in 1978. The year you were born, there was a horse, Affirmed, that won the Triple Crown. I'm sure you thought in your little high chair, oh, we'll see one of those soon.
I never saw it. I wasn't around.
No, I know. I know, but I guess that happened last year. That must happen all the time. And then you saw one for the very first time. I loved American soccer, women's game, and winning the World Cup up in Canada, and Carly Lloyd in the hat trick that she scored. And then, of course, Abby Wambach just this week steps down and plays her last game. So those are some of the highlights that I recall.
Well, I wrote down it was a fantastic Super Bowl. I mean, it was a fantastic Super Bowl. Like you said, Malcolm Butler, an unsung hero. Chris Matthews, for Seattle with his touchdown catch in the game and 100-yard receiving game. It was just a nutty Super Bowl. It was fantastic. I wrote down like you did. It's the first time I got to see a Triple Crown. Granted, I think I only saw the last race, but that's the one that counts, so I got to see a Triple Crown. I wrote down United States women's soccer team winning a gold medal, avenging that loss 4 years ago, so that was a good thing. For me personally, as a Duke fan, Mike Krzyzewski wins 1,000 games, and then of course wins the national championship, one for the thumb there. And this year of college football with all the fantastic finishes, how could you not like, unless you were on the other end of it, Michigan and Michigan State, Miami and Duke. You had Arkansas and Ole Miss with their incredible finish. It was just one of those years where the game wasn't over till it's over, and it makes you wonder what maybe even the rest of the year is going to be like.
Well, and we were introduced back in January to the finals of the first ever college football playoff, which, we've been hoping for. I think most football fans, or a consensus of football fans. And Jordan Spieth, we wondered who might take the torch from Tiger. I mean, I think the game of golf's in pretty good hands with the young guns out there. He winning the Masters and the U.S. Open on the backside of
so
what was
close to winning the other two.
Yeah,
I mean, right there.
Speaking of Serena, another outstanding year for her.
So close to the Serena Slam.
So those are some of the highlights. Obviously, every year is full of so many, but those are some special to us. And we appreciate you listening to us weekdays.
Not going to tear up, are you now?
Thinking about it.
All right.
And showing up here to watch these videos.
Stay strong.
We're on the radio 3 to 7 weekdays. I won't be the next couple of weeks. Vacation. Thank you, God. We're Tuck and O'Neill, Sports Talk 1080, the Team Orlando.